properly for your driveway shoveling? I'm imagining you can it up.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about UCAN. Yeah, so yeah, I do, but it sucks because I'm still in this RP thing, and so like the timing of food is really hard right now, and UCAN is kind of saving my bacon, particularly if I know I have to go shovel the driveway for 45 minutes and still get in a workout, which has been pretty common in the last couple of weeks. So that's been fun, big fun. I've also been mixing it into my protein shakes. They have the cocoa flavored energy shake, which is, it's a protein shake, but it's not as high protein as, they would like for me to do on this stupid RP thing. So I mix it in to get a little extra carbs into my workouts because I've been doing a lot of endurance stuff. I've talked about that recently. And particularly in the last week or so, I've convinced myself like this open may kick my ass, but it will not out endurance me. Like there's not going to be a workout so long that I worry about it. So I'm good to go in that regard. So yeah, UCAN's been saving my life, dude. It's reducing the cravings, which I'm not sure it's exactly what they design it for, but that's what it's doing for me. And it's getting me through these, kind of 45-ish minute workouts, and I'm doing a lot of running. So
nice. Yeah, for me, I just let the sun melt the snow because it's always sunny. It's like sunny 280 days a year here. So you just let the sun come out and then it's gone. It's really nice.
Did you take your UCAN for your Vail trip?
Let's see. What did I take? I actually did. I took, I have the bars and I take them when I go backcountry. So backcountry is where you hike up the mountain and then snowboard down rather than using modern technology chairlifts. So I really like that. So I have what's called a split board, which is a snowboard that you break in half, and then you climb the mountain like cross-country skis, kind of up the mountain, and then you snap it back together, and then you can ride down. And actually the UCAN energy bars, whether it's just like, so they have like the one that has a little bit more protein in it, and then they have just like the cherry almond bars. I kind of just like throw one or two of those in my bag every time I go. It's just good top of the mountain thing. And it doesn't freeze too hard in the cold, which is really nice. So, yeah.
I was laughing to myself in the basement this week. I programmed this kind of long running workout. And so I'd taken UCAN down there with me. And now I have these new runners from Innovate that they sent me. And I was sitting there thinking, man, I'm like a jogging commercial between Innovates and the UCAN. I was like, I'm glad I actually use this stuff because I want to at least be authentic. This stuff works, dude. And so if anyone wants you to try the UCAN, 20% off. Use our code SCALE, ucan.co. It's .co, not .com. And stuff's great, dude. And feel free to DM us. I'll tell you what I use, and we'll talk about flavors and all that fun stuff. And by the way, the Innovate runners are awesome. Did you get yours?
No. When do I get those? Are they supposed to send those to me?
I don't know. At some point, you'll get them. Don't be so pouty.
Right now. Innovate runners.
They're not on the website. They're not released yet.
What the heck, dude?
I don't know. I guess you're not as big a deal as me. You're too busy, snowboarding and doing your winter hobbies. So.
I haven't gotten. I need them for pickleball.
Have you checked your packages? Have you checked your package, Ben?
Yeah, I checked my package last night and it was good.
Okay.
No, I'll have to. I think maybe I got a FedEx notification on my phone, so maybe they're coming soon. I don't know. I'll have to check.
Well, they haven't been released yet, but they're awesome. And
now I'm antsy.
They sent me a new color 260s and a new pair colorway of the 300s, and so now I have more shoes than I know what to do with, dude.
Wait a minute, so you got 3 new shoes?
I got 3 new pairs of shoes. It's ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Okay, well, I'm going to get really angry at them if I don't get 3 new pairs.
All right, well, I'll shoot them a message. Anyway, let's talk about the Open, because the Open is coming up, and I've had a bunch of people message me worried and freaking out, and I've done a really good job of keeping my anxiety down this time.
Good.
I'm very proud of myself.
And you're not even drinking anymore, so that's great. Double whammy.
Well, I don't want to say anymore, but I'm not drinking currently. That's probably the best way to put it.
Like currently on this podcast, you are not consuming alcohol. Very proud of you, John.
I haven't had a sip of alcohol since we were in Miami, and it sucks. It completely sucks. But what are you going to do? But I'm down.
I think your body probably likes you for it.
I'm down. I'm going into the Open 17 pounds lighter than I was on January 3rd. I know that.
Dang. Wow. That's awesome,
And
man.
running is easier, and double unders are easier, and hell, lifting's easier. Like, I haven't felt any kind of drop off in strength, and I feel like my endurance is better. So who knows? I mean, I'm not, but I'm going into this one. I kind of want to talk about this. Like, we're at this point when we release this tomorrow, we'll be 2 days out from the first one, and I think people stress out. And one of the notes I had here was people stress out mentally about what's about to happen to them. And so I want to talk about that a little bit. How do you handle the stress, or does it bother you at all?
It certainly used to. And I know this is like so much easier said than done, but if you just reflect on the fact that you cannot control what workout they release, all you can control is your preparation. And honestly, at this point, you really can't do anything else other than like get a couple good night's sleeps and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And that's kind of it. Make sure you don't injure yourself. Like, don't accidentally punch a wall like I did and have a really swollen hand. Or it wasn't that accidental, but we won't go into it. But I injured myself this weekend, kind of.
You punched a wall this weekend? Were you drinking Monster and
kind of?
Yeah.
We won't go into it.
Got too close to some drywall and just had to let it have it?
Yeah, it was a mirror. We had a great weekend, but it was an aggressive weekend of 6 very high testosterone men, just being aggressive men. So there was a lot of instances where some of us should have broken bones, I'm sure, but none of us did, or I might have broken my knuckle. I don't know. I worked out today, but you need to avoid doing things like that. Like, try not to do anything crazy, because you could injure something, or like rip a callus, or do something that causes you to not be able to hit the workout that well. But if you're mentally struggling with being prepared for the open and what's about to happen, just focus on the only things that you can control, and don't allow something that you can't control, like what the workout is. Like, what are the 3 movements that are going to be in the first workout? Who cares?
So if you want to keep your anxiety down, Ben, like you personally, you're trying to keep your anxiety down, what's one thing that you do? Give me one thing that you do to keep anxiety down.
Let's see. I focus on a different hobby.
Well, so that's a good one. What do you do? Pickleball?
Yeah, pickleball, snowboarding, reading my latest elk hunting book, practice archery. Like, do something that has absolutely zero relation to CrossFit. I think that's another great idea. Like, I'd call it a healthy distraction. Like, find something else to do that you get all wrapped up in and excited about. And that's just going to help you pass the time with, that time could be filled by getting anxious about, what's coming in the open.
I've been trying to focus on like positive self-talk. I know I don't want to get too hippy dippy here, but like, I'm notorious for beating myself up over like the dumbest things. And so I'm really mentally trying to go into this one by telling myself I'm going to have fun. That's it. That's my expectation. Fun. Just go have fun. Hang out with the community, hang out with people, enjoy myself. When you said, whatever happens, you can't control the workout. So I'm like, well, whatever happens, happens. If they post a movement I haven't been working on, okay, well, I'm going to have fun. I mean, the workout will probably suck, but I can enjoy the community aspect of it and hang out with people and make jokes and, probably capture some good content and, that sort of thing. Just for me, it's just, can I go in and have fun and, mitigate the damage?
Yeah.
Not hurt myself.
Yeah. Another thing, like that positive self-talk is really important. This is a cool thing that actually is just recently developing. Are you familiar with Dawn Fletcher? She used to run what was called Mentality WOD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's called Driven Mind Training.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, her and I are doing a collaboration and recording a mental strength course together where basically, she's been coaching for, 10 plus years, elite level athletes that, she's not even allowed to name. And helping them get mentally prepared for the games and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm super stoked to go through that. So I'll have a lot more tools to share once we actually, work together through that. But that's a potential podcast guest we can have right after the Open, actually. So, because she'll be here recording it in studio, just like we have a couple of other guests. And I know it ultimately comes in.